Hi, welcome to...
No, we're not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
All right.
Hello, and welcome back to the Crystal Men. I am Jim.
And I am Tom.
We are here to talk about episode 33 of
Steven
CN Universe. This episode is called Garnet's Universe.
So, okay. Going into this episode, I'm like, this is one of those entirely pointless episodes that you don't really need to watch. Like, it doesn't really do anything. All that being said, I enjoyed it.
I love this episode.
I forgot how actually fun it is.
I love this episode. It was super cute. It was such a love letter to a bunch of
Different anime and video game tropes.
Just freaking cute as hell. The premise is so simple. It's just Garnet came back from an adventure, a solo adventure, and has some sort of artifact with her. And she asked Steven, what do you think happened?
And he comes up with a whole little anime tropey story. First off, Steven, adorable at the beginning of the episode. It was a very cute moment with him and Garnet. And I
feel like early on, I really thought that Steven and Garnet had like the closest relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just like what episodes that I'd seen at the time, but
it's like, moments like this that do kind of solidify it. Like,
because like Garnet will be the rule giver, but also, unlike Pearl, will have these moments. I mean, the rare Pearl will do this occasionally, but this is like total Steven indulgement, which normally. Like, Amethyst is all Steven indulgement, but and also Pearl's kind of, none.
Amethyst is always self-centered Steven indulgement, too.
Yeah, whereas this is, like, Garnet is actually, like, I enjoy what Steven says.
Yeah, I just want to spend time with you. She always has a soft spot for Steven. And this is kind of one of those episodes where it really shines. Just in, like, the first 30 seconds. I mean, because the rest of it is just his envisioning her adventure, which, too many tropes and references to even list, but just it's a little just anime style / video game style adventure. I liked that Garnet and Pearl were the two animal companions, which was fun, and they're also kind of like opposite of their normal personality.
Yes, they get to play against type, which is really fun, and it's like there's this really classic I think it's from a couple of the Simpsons guys who talk about it, where like when they would try
Olive the Underranger.
Yes. No. Actually, that does have a Simpsons connection. I don't know if you're aware. Matt Groening director, or whatever.
I wouldn't just bring up Olive the Other Reindeer for no reason. It's actually one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Okay, but so there's a thing that some of the Simpsons voice actors would say where it's like, it's impossible to do an impression of an impression. Like, if I am the voice actor for Mo, it's impossible for me to do like an impression of Mo doing an impression of Principal Skinner. Or I don't think that's the same VA, but the idea is that like what happens is you kind of get a voice that's between the two, but they would say like the true like goats of like voice acting like
were the ones
back in the day, like your Mel Blancs, and like they would be able to do like Daffy doing an impression of Bugs, and it would be like incredible. Like it would be, and that's something that I think we see a little bit here where like, not that they're doing a specific thing, but you hear the Pearl, like you hear the Amethyst in this voice.
Sure.
And in the performance, and it makes it fun. I love, they're useless. Hoppy and Hopper. Hopper is
the frog. Hoppy is the bunny.
I love Pearl here as the frog. It's such a cute role because she just gets to be goofy and silly.
And just fun. And then it's fun, seeing Amethyst just be actually serious and stoic, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Just going back to what you were saying before, there is an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where the actor who plays Spike, he is... I forget. What is his name? I gotta look.
I don't remember. I know exactly who you're talking about, though.
But he does an impression of an American guy in that episode. But his actor constantly does an impression of him. I'm totally butchering this. Anyway, it was like 4 layers of impressions deep, which brings me to it's just it really showcases talent when voice actors can kind of have that multiple level of characters going on at once, which is fun.
Yes. And then so Garnet is Hoppy, who is a robot who is a rabbit. Who I want to talk the most about this design. So the design of this rabbit is really similar to. I had to look it up because I couldn't remember. Usagi Yojimbo, which is a rabbit samurai comic, who I guess has had some sort of connection with like the TMNT comics. I don't know if it's like, oh, it's Dark Horse. So
that's so funny. I did not get that reference at all.
But it's funny because I'm a nerd, and I'm sure that it's a reference to something else in One Piece. But there's a part like there's a in One Piece there's a time skip where 2 years pass and we don't see the characters, and the swordsman Zoro suddenly has like a scar on his eye, and his eye's always closed. He never ever wears an eye patch, and then this bunny character that Amethyst voices in this episode also just has a scar on their eye and keeps it closed. So I don't know if that was a little Zoro reference or if that was a. I'm sure that One Piece took it from some other samurai trope, whatever. But just because we're so like anime heavy in this episode, I was wondering if that was a little.
It could have just been a quick 1 second thought that was going through their their brain making this episode. Obviously, the frog is the frog from Chrono Trigger, right?
I never played Chrono Trigger.
At least I thought so. Like either that or Slippy Toad.
Let me see Chrono Trigger. It's one of my
Just look up Chrono Trigger frog.
It's one of my big.
You've never played Chrono Trigger?
No.
Really?
Oh wow, I think you're totally right. It's like a cutified version of that.
Yeah.
I have never played Chrono Trigger.
I actually played Chrono Cross first, which is the sequel that most people don't know about because it's not nearly as good as Chrono Trigger was. And then I was like, I don't understand anything that they're talking about at the end of this at the end of the game. So then I went back and played Chrono Trigger and loved it. Everybody should play Chrono Trigger.
I need to.
Yeah. Neither here nor there. But anyway, so they go on a little adventure, and it's just
cute and fun, and the music is video gamey, and
there's no like stakes or anything.
No.
It's just got to go to the top of the shrine. There's an enemy we got to beat up.
So aside from Garnet, the most direct character in this is Ronaldo,
which is weird that they.
It is really weird.
Of all the characters, they threw him in as the main antagonist. I think it's just because he's kind of an otaku, like.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's the one
nerd,
with the anime connection. I can see that, like the crew is probably like, oh, he's like our anime guy.
Yeah, our tie-in for any type.
I'm trying to think of just like scattershot all the references, like. We have
a ton of Dragon Ball Z references.
Yeah, it feels like it's mostly Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Just the setting feels very Dragon Ball too.
I mean, early in the episode, the way they're walking is very like 8-bit video game movement.
They do a couple things where they like hyper simplify their models, and then they even go crazier where it's like they give them like little, not pixel art, but they give them like little like head sprite sort of looks, and they go through the world. So there's the whole, which actually I like this too. It's in a shrine, very Japanese.
Oh yeah.
But also a fox. Like it's very, all these things are like very, like thematically appropriate. There's one shot where, so the whole thing is Ronaldo, who's actually Ringo, who's got a ring on his head, which also feels like kind of like a Boo reference, I guess.
Really? You think that's what they were going for?
Because he turns people into food.
I guess it would be, yeah.
I think it's kind of supposed to be like a Boo thing. He turns people into food and eats it. But so his whole thing is that he said he's a shrine guardian, and it's this cute little shrine on the top of a mountain. The mountains are like Mario mountains, where they're like super tall, straight up, and they round, and they have mouths and faces, which is pretty funny. And then he said that a fox came in and was devious and
double crossed him.
Stupid
swiper,
stole
swiping.
the. I guess you could say that it's the swiper reference too, which is funny to think that we're referencing like Dragon Ball and also
Dora the Explorer
at the same time.
They all fit.
We do get a bit of a Ghibli sort of like cat bus face for like a second. The fox does like a Ghibli sort of Totoro smile.
And then becomes buff fox.
He gets real buff.
And so Garnet's like, we can take them.
They could in fact not take them.
Well, because Hoppy
is whatever. Frog and
Forgot
Bunny.
this. Yeah.
Frog and Bunny.
Frog's like, your power level's amazing, but it's not enough to beat Mr. Foxman. He's 70,000.
Yeah, I do. It's very funny too at this time because this would be around like 2014.
Yeah.
We're still like dealing in the fallout of over 9,000 memes.
Yeah, we are in DBZ abridged.
Yes,
like, peak.
That's true.
Territory where it's fun to make fun of it. Not make fun of it, but
Yeah,
gaff on it.
yeah.
Um,
Lovingly make fun of it.
exactly. Yeah. So Garnet gets her butt beat, and they go down to train, and
Which is so funny. Yeah, there's like a joke where like the Amethyst Bunny is constantly saying like,
we need to train.
Can we train now? Like, which is so funny because like that is such a.
But also
trope,
never
like-
trains herself.
That's true. Yeah.
The only thing she does is sit under the waterfall with the rest of them. But Garnet, gets heavy weighted gauntlets to
I do
increase
love
her power level.
This is another good joke.
And also, for like 3 seconds when she's punching, the animation is just amazing.
Yes.
With like her bulging muscles. And, like,
They give her all these like thatch lines all over her for shadow. It's very funny. Yeah, we didn't talk about this, but the animation style is obviously different.
and it keeps changing throughout the episode too.
And it's
like,
at a
multiple
lower
times.
frame rate too, which I think is. At first I thought it was kind of like a storybook aesthetic, but I think it's supposed to just be like an anime runs at a lower frame rate kind of joke
it's
that they stick with the whole episode.
I think kind of also an inside reference. Like this episode was probably them trying to save a little budget for later episodes.
Because I mean, you're the whole new setting. Like the backgrounds are all bespoke for this episode, and they're like, so I can see that too. Just it almost does feel like an animatic at some points, like fully colored animatic, but
and self-referential, being like, we're making fun of animes that do this, but we're doing the same thing. So Garnet trains, not really important. She gets strong. She goes and beats up Foxman, but Foxman wasn't the main bad guy.
it was actually Ringo. Ringo lied because Foxman is the true guardian, true shrine guardian. And he puts, it's kind of one of those things where when you see it, you're like, of course. He puts the
Gem.
dime,
I mean,
the
it was
gem
just
in
a
his
gem,
into his ring hair, and then becomes
Powers up.
Ultimate Ringo. Ultimate
Ultimate
Ringo?
Ringo?
I think it was Ultimate Ring. He says it 90 times.
Yeah, and we forgot that fast.
Where he just gets really buff and then beats everyone up.
Yeah. And then brings him to the Ringo Zone.
Which is pretty funny too. I like all this
That's
stupid
kind of
shit.
giving like some Naruto vibes at that point.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll have to say Naruto's a big blind spot for me as well. I've never read it or watched it.
really?
Oh, I wanted to point this out too. I think we get like the first, I missed one. This is like the first real Sailor Moon reference too, where Ringo kind of has
the actual clothes change? No, there definitely was another Sailor Moon reference.
I know we had the whole Utna. We had the Utna reference in the this was like years ago. You might have forgotten. Do you know what Utna is?
Yeah, but I mean,
In the Steven the Sword Fighter or Connie the Sword Fighter episode, they like explicitly like reanimate like scenes from an Utna episode. Like Garnet or not Garnet, Pearl does like an iconic backflip. That's like a thing.
I remember you talking about that
Yes.
before.
But like Ronaldo here is Ringo. I'm gonna call him Ringu.
Ringu.
He
Pingu.
gets kind of like a what's it called?
Magic staff.
Well, no, there is a magic staff, but the Moon Prism Power makeup transformation sequence. He gets like he doesn't like get and this is like I'm such a fucking nerd, but like everyone in our generation, everyone on the internet, and when they think of magical girls, they only think about Sailor Moon, and everything is always anything that's tangentially magical girl is always a Sailor Moon parody. And I feel like I've seen the fucking like Sailor Moon transformation so many times, but this is like 10 years ago, so I'll give him grace here.
Sure.
His body doesn't go like completely shiny like the Sailor Moon Sailor Scouts do, but he does get kind of like a little bit of a transformation scene. I don't know why I'm talking about this.
I mean, well, it's just because it's, to your point, I mean, it's the most iconic and well-known thing. I mean, they also have to, you can throw as many references in as you want, but unless people get it, it's just,
That's true. But I mean, like, it's funny to go from making like an Utna reference.
I guess that's true.
Which is like super freaking.
You can already go vague.
Yeah.
Now we're just hitting all of the cliches. But I think that's, this episode is
all
hit
about the cliches.
The cliches.
I'm not complaining about what this episode's doing. I'm complaining that like everyone and their mother has done a parody of Sailor Moon now. Or not even parody, though. They're just taking it because they like it. I'm just like, all right, guys, go just fucking watch Sailor Moon again. Like,
Give me some Gurren Lagann.
there we go.
Give me some
Sailor Moon for boys.
When one of my favorite parody, or not parody, but like regular show, when they did the whole Evangelion intro.
Oh yeah, they did do that.
Oh my god, that still sends me.
That's pretty. There's a couple Evangelion references coming up that we have. for
Yeah, we will
Steven.
get some.
I'm waiting for the one where they make they do the clapping thing.
Yes.
I'm waiting for that one. They even play like a little song that's kind of similar to it. But yeah, so this episode,
Yeah.
tangent.
We don't have ADHD or anything.
This episode, so yeah, he brings him to the Ringo Zone.
Ringu, Ninguzu.
And yeah, they have the ultimate moment where, because this one gag is so funny, where like Garnet is just loves Steven so much and always is looking at
the photos.
She's like, oh, my most passionate relationship.
I have to get back to Steven.
And she looks at this stupid fucking photograph, like Polaroid she has of him and her. And then Ringo takes it and turns it into an onion ring and eats it. Which I have to say, like, I don't like love onion rings, but seeing all these onion rings,
dude,
made me want
this episode made me hungry. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
I'm also have been hungry since last episode.
Yes,
but
me too. God damn, a whole week.
Yeah, I know, crazy, right? I haven't eaten.
But no, yeah. So and then seeing Steven get eaten as a picture.
It's a trigger point.
Yeah. So also you get a really funny gag, which I love this gag, the weighted hair. Like,
oh yeah,
Garnet takes her whole fucking afro off and drops it, and it fucking makes a dent.
Giant crater.
Yeah, it's the classic. That is like the
That's
most classic reference to me, is like the weighted clothing.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. I'll never get tired of that.
Early Dragon Ball Z, man.
Mm. And I think what's his face, Rock Lee has it too.
Yes, Rock Lee does.
He drops.
Wow,
his,
look at you
I
for
do
not
know,
knowing Naruto.
I know a couple. I've Naruto through osmosis. But yeah, and then she goes Super Saiyan, basically grows into a bigger afro
and bigger gauntlets.
Yeah,
it's all about the gauntlet size.
Yeah, and then also so she beats him up, leaves him in the ring zone. They all have a little happy party or whatever. But I will say one last thing too, and fuck, I meant to look it up. So it ends the like quote unquote episode. It ends like this frame story. By doing the thing where Garnet is like walking away from the camera, and then it becomes a still image. It becomes like a painted image. That is like a really specific reference in anime to it. Like, so many animes do it.
Yeah,
like, there's a guy that did it. He like is like it's called like the something ending, because it's like I forget the name. People in the comments are gonna find it for me, but it's like, oh, that's the Tachikomo ending, because like he just started to do it and everything, and it became like a technique. Yeah,
that's so interesting. I never really thought of it as like a specific thing. I mean, it's so commonplace now that you just kind of take it for the norm in anime. I mean, geez, like I can't think of an anime that hasn't done it.
I know it's one of those things where like you see it everywhere. God damn it,
it's kind of like the Wilhelm scream of
anime.
Interesting.
There's a couple things like that, because like anime is such a small and such an incestuous industry. Like there's I can't remember the name, but there's like the Missile Circus. I'm sure you've heard of that before. Like it was like one animator who was doing like Mecha and Gundam shit. Would do like a missile, like thousands of missiles going all different directions, and that's like a whole other like name
constantly utilized. Interesting. Just while I was thinking of it too, at the beginning of the episode, when the animal friends ask if they're gonna if they can let Steven know that they exist, and she's like, no. And then they ask if she told Steven that she loves him. He's like, no, I'm not strong enough.
That is so
that actually
funny.
made me legitimately laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Sorry, just complete tangent, but I just remembered that and I chuckled again. So, but yeah, and the episode ends basically with it going back to Steven, and he asks Garnet if that's what happened, and she says no, not at all. And then the episode ends.
I love that little ending. I think it's so funny.
A perfect little self-contained episode. I mean, there's nothing new or exciting that happened, but it's literally just an episode full of references, and I think just the animators and crew just having fun.
Yeah, and it's done in a way that isn't like grating or annoying to me.
Well, and that's because again, like I like the episodes where stuff happens, where plot develops or characters develop. So when this episode popped up, I was like, oh shit, like it's gonna be another.
Yeah, I know. I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, we're not going to move anywhere. Nothing's going to happen.
But like these are the kind of just side stories that are just fun. Like it was just fun and enjoyable, and you still just liked watching it.
Me as an adult man, I was like, ugh, I forgot whimsy. Like,
oh my god, it was literally that.
Like whimsy, fuck the
how dare we just take a break and have fun?
Yeah, like and then I've just let the charming whimsy enter my soul. I'm like, ah, yes, this is why. This makes everything worth it. Like,
yeah, it's another reason why you like the series and this kind of stuff in the first place. It's like, yeah, I just enjoy having fun, and it's funny characters in a fun situation. Like,
and like also I've got that extra connection of like I like anime too.
I know what you're talking about.
And do have to say, like, there is something like very nice and about seeing like a true parody from like people that really love this shit. Like, yeah. It's not like, I'm sure you remember like during especially Cartoon Network, there's so many like cartoons that do Dragon Ball Z parodies because like nobody could have foreseen Dragon Ball Z. Like it was so weird, but it was so popular. Yeah. And like Kids Next Door, codename Kid Next Door, had a whole like extended Dragon Ball Z parody. Do you remember this?
I do remember that actually. Yeah.
Like number 4 goes like Super Saiyan, and like it's like one of the I forget. There's like a bunch of kids that are all like one conglomerate.
Delightful kids from down the lane.
Yes. And they're like Frieza. And they have like all different Frieza design, and it's very weird, and it doesn't feel like it's coming from a place of love.
Yeah, it feels like
oh, this is like a weird thing that it was like also airing while we were airing. So.
Toonami demanded that they
yeah
throw it up. Yeah, so it's nice when people who genuinely love something, make silly little goofs and gaffes about it because it comes from a place of caring as opposed to just like
cynical corporate.
I demand this be in there so people can cross-reference.
Exactly. I did want to look to see if there was like a list of references. I should have.
Oh, damn it! I'm sure someone compiled.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
Do you have
Hopper resembles Frog from Chrono Trigger?
Oh, look at that! There we go. Yeah, just go down the list.
Looked like a Wii U gamepad was like the Scouter.
Yes.
Garnet stopping a bomb.
Real fast. Yeah. I was one of the ones of people that had a Wii U. I loved that thing. I thought it was great. I know nobody bought it, but it directly led to the Switch. And, I will get on my pedestal and say the Switch wouldn't have happened if not for the Wii U, because they saw the Wii U pad and they were like, wow, like having the portability was great. Because somebody's using the TV, great. You could swap to the Wii U pad, and I thought that was great at the time.
It is pretty smart, I will say.
So nobody dissed the Wii
U. According to Jeff Liu, who is a storyboard artist.
Oh well, if Jeff Liu says it,
who did a couple animated sequences in this episode, he said Garnet's final move was inspired by Gurren Lagann.
There we go.
Which actually does make sense because she like becomes
Mine
a
is
giant
the drill
fist.
that will pierce the heavens.
Yeah. You know what? I actually was watching Gurren Lagann again kind of recently with my one friend because we were just hanging out and we put it on. I was like, oh yeah.
Wait. You have other friends?
I have other friends. I'm sorry. Just like Spinell. Oh. You're having a Spinell moment right now, and I think you need to fucking leave.
No, I'm just gonna sit in the garden for like 12,000 years.
But no, I was like, wow, I really forgot how much I love the show. Gurren Lagann is just amazing.
Just great.
Apparently the way that Garnet meditated is similar to a character from Saint Seiya, which I have no cultural context. I'm not Mexican, so I don't have any cultural context for Saint Seiya. I'm not even joking.
I wasn't sure if you were making a bit or if you're
No, this is a real thing. Like, it's funny, there are certain anime that got localized in certain areas, and for some reason, like Central and South America, Saint Seiya was heavily to the degree of like Dragon Ball Z. Like that's how much cultural penetration it had.
But you were teaching me all sorts of stuff this episode.
I know a lot about fucking anime. Ringo turning Foxman into an onion ring is similar to Majin Buu.
Okay, so yeah, there you go.
Ringo Zone is a similar name to the Dead Zone. I think it's a Dragon Ball thing, right?
Dead Zone? I don't.
It's like Garlic Jr., I think. It's bullshit.
Oh, God. Side story or...
Garnet... After Garnet, Hopper, and Hoppy meet Ringo, a red arrow starts starting to flash over the temple in the background. This could be reference to the first episode of Oran High School Host Club.
I don't know.
think so.
I don't know about
I think
that
it might have
one.
been just a red arrow.
I think that was a stretch. Give the obscure ones.
Hoppy's line, "Get ready to hop, drop, and roll," might be taken from a beer named Hop, Drop, and Roll.
Or could just be fire safety.
Apparently, Hoppy said, "Don't bite off more than you can chew," which is, this person says, is a callback to the Cat Fingers episode when Pearl says the same thing to Stephen.
Oh, okay, that one I believe.
Oh, we didn't say this, but the cock.
We didn't say this, but the
Stephen's
thing.
cock. No, the fox is Lars.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The fox is voiced by Lars, and apparently he has a line, "How dare you insult my cooking," foreshadows his ability to cook. Also, that was kind of a thing in the Island Adventure episode.
Yeah.
Nature is fire's nature's microwave.
Nature is healing.
No,
That's true.
All right, that was enough. That was basically all of them.
Now give me one more.
The most
Sailor
obscure
of them all.
I mean, I feel okay. Garnet's last attack in the episode bears a resemblance to Mazinger Z's Big Bang Punch from Mazinger Z Edition. Sorry, Mazinger Edition Z: The Impact.
Jeez.
Yeah. Also Garnet's fast punch thing kind of looks like Fist of the North Star.
Okay.
I saw that as kind of a JoJo reference, but JoJo at this time would have only been like season 1.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have gotten...
I mean, so people obviously fucking read the manga, but like the anime was only at like season 1 at this point, I think. The new anime, because there was no VA.
Oh, yeah.
I do know about JoJo.
I don't die. I think as the resident JoJo expert here, I'm at liberty to say that I don't think that was a reference.
But yeah, I mean, I love this episode. It was so charming and just
charming, lovely,
whimsical, and just fun. And
I enjoyed this more than last episode, honestly.
I did too,
which was surprising because
if you asked me an hour before, I would have said no. I would have said I poo on Garnet's universe, and I eat the fufu cuisine.
But this was kind of just more of what makes Steven Universe fun.
Yeah,
so.
and it's funny because to me I was like, this is such a season 1 episode. Like they would never do this later, and maybe they will, but like I wouldn't. I can't imagine them doing an episode like this later in the series. Like just so self-indulgent, just not progressing anything. Like
especially later in the series where like things start kind of steamrolling. I mean. Yeah, I don't know where you would have placed this. It becomes rarer and rarer for an episode like that to happen.
Yeah.
There's a couple instances I think that we'll see where we still get random one-off adventures, but like most of it is driving the plot forward.
Yeah. I mean, there's like no darkness. There's no like edge to this episode.
No.
It's
yeah, that's the thing. There's nothing.
Steven's imagination.
It's just a kid having fun.
Yeah.
And we love that.
We love that, folks.
And folks, I think that's where we're going to end it.
Yeah. So tell us what you thought about Steven's universe, Garnet's universe.
Garnet's universe
in the comments below.
Written by Steven Universe.
We should throw out a little comment question, because we actually do get comments on this podcast.
I know, and I love it.
I would like to kind of throw out some questions occasionally. I think it'd be a fun idea.
Give us your best.
What was your favorite?
Oh my god. What do you think is the most obscure anime reference that you've ever saw?
That is a really great question, actually. Because
in any show,
yeah. What like outside of Steven, obviously, what's the most obscure anime reference? That's a really good question. Yeah. I love questions.
I'll be interested to see what people say on that, if anybody says. But if you do, just know that I love you.
All right. Well, thank you very much for listening. We'll see you again next week. I forget the name of the episode.
I don't even know. But
we get to wait a week, or we get to wait before we record it. So.
A whole recording session?
Yeah, I know.
What am I going to do? I guess you'll hang out with your other friends.
Bye. Other friends.